A major natural emergency occurred on May 19, 2025, in the Swiss Alps when the Birch Glacier partially collapsed, triggering a massive landslide. The event directly impacted the Alpine village of Blaton, located in the Laucantal Valley in the Swiss canton of Valais. Tons of rock, ice, and mud came crashing down the mountainside, destroying buildings and critical infrastructure in the area. The evacuation of Blaton's 300 residents, ordered in advance by Swiss authorities, prevented a far greater tragedy. Geologists had already detected signs of instability within the glacier structure, prompting continuous geotechnical monitoring. This precautionary measure proved crucial in saving lives, although one person is currently reported missing. The Birch Glacier, located above the mountain massif known as the Klein Nest Horn, had been showing internal pressure buildup, raising concerns among scientists. Authorities estimated there was an imminent risk of a collapse involving up to 5 million cubic meters of rock, ice, and debris. That scenario became a reality on the morning of the disaster. The collapse triggered an avalanche that sped down the slopes at incredible velocity. A torrent of mud, snow, water, and rock covered much of the lower valley, sweeping through streets, homes, and rural roads. Satellite and drone images later revealed that approximately 90% of Blaton's surface area was buried under landslide debris. In addition to the structural damage to the village, the Lansza River was severely impacted. Parts of its flow were blocked by the debris, raising concerns about possible flooding or the formation of water dams in the event of further rainfall. Engineers and emergency crews are currently working to redirect the river's course and reduce the risk of secondary disasters. The debris flow was captured on cameras and mobile phones by both residents and tourists in the area. Viral videos on social media show a massive cloud of dust rising over the valley as the collapse began, followed by a thick wave of mud rushing downhill at high speed. Within minutes, the catastrophe had fully unfolded. Blaton, once a thriving destination for hikers, skiers, and nature lovers, was left frozen in time. Hotel infrastructure, local shops, and traditional Swiss homes suffered extensive damage or were completely destroyed. Fallen rocks blocked access roads to the valley, complicating rescue efforts. The town's mayor, Matthias Belleville, described the situation as devastating and called the glacier collapse an unprecedented natural disaster in the region. Nonetheless, he confirmed that no direct fatalities had occurred, largely thanks to early warnings issued by local government and geological experts. Experts point out that rising temperatures in the region and the rapid loss of glacier mass throughout the Alps have weakened ice formations significantly. This is not a new phenomenon. Swiss glacier monitoring studies have warned for years that global warming is increasing the risks of rockfalls and landslides in alpine areas. In the weeks leading up to the event, smaller nighttime collapses had already been reported in the area, considered warning signs at the time. However, the final collapse exceeded all predictions. Several geologists now warn that similar events could happen in other high-risk areas unless glacier surveillance is intensified. The emergency response included the deployment of Swiss Army units, mountain rescue teams, and structural geology specialists. Their primary goals are to secure the area, continue the search for the missing person, and assess the terrain stability to prevent further events. Operations have been hampered by the depth of the mud and the presence of sharp debris. Officials from the Swiss federal government traveled to the affected area to provide logistical, technical, and financial support. Temporary shelters have been set up for the evacuees, who now wait for answers regarding the reconstruction of their homes and the revival of community life in the region.